Mm-hmm. Da da do do do.
Say something about it. Yes. Cat W. Yes. Album. Button. Have I? Feeling so. Feeling slash. Album. Button. Yes. Cat. Yes. Post. Button. Cancel. Button. Finish. Button.
Hey guys, I'm live on YouTube. Yep, we're both live. We're both live. We're gonna do this for just a few minutes. So, I'm gonna type some text on the screen. Cleanse. I'm using my Ubuntu machine as a toy computer. I'm gonna talk about toy computers in a different video, but this tutorial. I tell you, I'm just going to talk, and hopefully anything that I do say in the video I'll put in, because I wanted this kind of video to be kind of reflective. Don't worry, I will look at the chat, because I'm going to look at the chat as I do it, but I kind of wanted to reflect. By the way, I do apologise if the phone goes or whatever. I'm in my office space right here, here at MindMob offices, MindMob HQ. I'm going to say that, since there's only one HQ. I just want to talk about, first of all, MindMob, what we do here. We're a pretend web design company. Now, I want to just do some affiliate marketing right here. When I'm doing the affiliate marketing, I'm actually doing the basically, you know how you see a lot of play sets out there, pretend play sets. Well, we want to create one online, and basically. In fact, we want to create a desk for you, a space for you. If you're a kid, if you're about 9 years old, and you wanted to do what I used to do back in the day, having the old bedroom floor there, the bedroom floor space, any kind of office space, you need to invest in a briefcase. Because you're not a business person without a briefcase. Now, that's what you need to do. Next thing, I would invest in getting a toy laptop. It's okay if, like, your parents have lent you, like, they've given you an old tablet to play with or an old mobile phone. That's good because you can actually connect to the internet. Now, I want to note something here. I don't want to be seeing 9 or 10-year-olds on social media. You know, because it's a very dangerous place. So, I would say start out a WordPress blog. Start out WordPress. In fact, I'll even put a link in here. I might spell it a bit wrong, but WordPress.uk. Let's turn that into a link. Okay. While I'm actually fiddling with the phone, I'll just check if there's any viewers.
Finish button.
I can't see my chat window. How nice. Right, well, since this is live...
Chat options button. Switch camera button. Switch camera.
But anyway, for those who are watching this, there you go, folks. There's the link. I'm terrible when I'm using the viewfinder. So yeah, that's the kind of place you want to be if you're a 9 or 10-year-old.
Switch camera button. Switch camera.
But now I'm going to do this tutorial. I'm handling so. I guess the next thing you should be thinking about. Hello, mine mob Stephen Nightingale Ball speaking. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. All right. See you in about. Yeah. All right. Bye-bye. Now, the next thing that anybody needs to have as a business is a phone. Okay, you need to have that phone. You need to have that. You need to have that. So that's what you need to have: a tablet, a phone, a laptop, a briefcase. You're good to go. As a web designer, you need to have. Now, of course, we have a desktop machine here. A desktop machine literally is what it says on the tin, but you also need to have a laptop as well. I also have the, I spoke about it before, here's the slide and go toy phone. Now, I ran VTech. I'm going to talk about VTech now. VTech are a great company, okay? They're a great... Okay, there's been some flaws, and I want to talk about that in another video. But this is a great toy phone. This is the best toy phone. I remember a few years ago when smartphones were coming out and they were the boom. You know, there was iPhones, and in the toy phone world, we didn't see that till this. Now, it's something I would say go and purchase for your kid. Or if you're autistic and you like phones and you want a smartphone, this is great. It's a nice hold in the hand feature. But this, as I use it as a business tool, because I can actually interact. And that's what VTech lets you do. It lets you can interact. There's a little text option. You slide the thing out and you text. There's a review here of this phone on my channel. If you go down the list of videos, you will see. I'm actually going to do later on, tomorrow morning, I'm actually going to do a VTech discussion, what I think of VTech, because I know a lot of people are going to want that now. I've spoke about it. Another thing, right, is making sure that even though it's pretend business, you know, learn about stuff like registering. I'm actually learning about registering and business plans and all that. And I've learned about a lot of stuff lately. So yeah. Also, your business plan is like your will. So we will do a talk on that in another video. There's lots of things at the moment for another video. Even my imaginary friend sat here, Andy's laughing. I just want to say I like this live stream feature because we're going to be using it a lot, especially when we come to do the MGRX conference soon. So stay tuned if you want to know what the MGRX is. Stay tuned to our channel, click the bell notification. We'll be doing a lot of tutorials, and mainly on a Friday around this time we'll be doing tutorials. And my staff are starting to come in. Morning, Tom, just get yourself sat down. You're doing a live stream? Yeah. So, I want to teach you guys today, while you're watching this live stream now, I want you to see, if you're watching this in school, just before you're on your way to school, if you're on your way to school, I want you to see what you've got, you know, what kind of things, you know, in your bedroom. Maybe you've got a laptop or a phone or something, right? For the rest of you, for the adults, okay, I want you to think what you have on you, what your business things are, okay? You don't need to think about a premises. You don't need to think about all that. Okay, if you are hosting something online, and this is something we're going to be talking about in the MGRX, but I'm going to talk about it now, okay? And I'm helping you guys out. If you've got, if you're on WordPress, okay, you don't need, right? WordPress is brilliant. You don't need a fancy office. You seriously don't. If you are, say, for instance, if you are the single mum, right? I'm going to picture put the single mum in the picture, and she hasn't got time to do a job, like go to work, okay? She hasn't got time for that. She needs to look after her baby, blah, 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 okay? And she just wants to have a job that's in the background, right? You should be on WordPress. Anybody who needs a job that's in the background, you need to be on WordPress, because that office could be on your front patio as you're getting your kid ready for the pram, you know, putting stuff in the pram for the baby. You could be doing something like, I don't know, you could be selling beauty products. Now, I know there's a lot of stuff out there, but let's just say you do your own products and you sell them. So you make your own products and you sell them. Now, that's a lot to do. But for the full-time mum, she hasn't got time to be at an office or be in meetings or all that kind of stuff, okay? So when she's on WordPress, she's got all the stuff in front of her. She's got the clients commenting on her work. Then again, if she's on YouTube as well, if she's got Skype, you know, and she could do all this from her phone, okay? And now let's go to something else. Let's go to a guy who's doing gardening, a landscape gardener. Landscape gardeners don't want a big fancy office at the end of the day. They want to be able to get to the job and have the office at their fingertips, right? Okay. Not only do they want the office at their fingertips, they want the customer base at their fingertips. Okay. Now that is a big thing to have in the palm of your hands, right? But this is the thing: if you've got a phone, right? If you've got a mobile phone and a laptop, okay, you can do a lot from those two things. And a briefcase, 3 things. 3, in fact, 2 is not a magic number. You can't do a lot with 2 things. Think 2 is not a good number. 3 is a fantastic number. And I'm going to leave you with this because we're going to move on to something else. Okay, I want to move on to the creative thoughts before we finish. So I just want you guys now, anybody who's watching this, I want you to take a piece of paper. I'm going to give you a little minute to take a piece of paper. Okay. Now I want you to write down on the piece of paper the number 3. Okay. The number 3. I want you to write that down. Okay. And I just want you to close your eyes for 10 minutes. If you're in the car or if you're walking around or something, don't close your eyes. But if you are literally, or don't grab that paper, but literally, anyone who's at a desk right now, just close your eyes for a few minutes. And I want you to vision the number 3. Think of the number 3, right? Now split that number into 3 numbers. So you see the 3 times, okay? Now, under the number 3, or just by the number 3, I want you to draw a number 2. And if you can, underneath the number 2, do a sad face, but you don't have to. Just a little bit of fun, okay? So underneath the number, number 2, you're going to do a sad face, okay? You're going to see the number 2 as sad, okay? Because it's not good, right? But the number 3 is a magic number because you need 3 things to survive. You need a briefcase, right? A briefcase is fantastic. You can keep all your papers in it, right? No matter what job you do, okay? Or a backpack. Now, a lot of people will, right. Second thing, I'm going to say laptop because tablets tend to mirror mobile phones. So I'm going to say invest in a laptop. Okay, that's thing number 2, right? Thing number 3 is the phone. Okay, if you can get the tablet in there, that's the 4th thing. But you've got the 3 things to survive. You've got the phone, you've got the laptop, you've got the briefcase. You are ready to go. Okay. The 4th thing you need is the website to do these stuff from. And that's where MindMob comes in. We develop your website. And I wanted to finish on that because we want to talk on something else. I want to talk about logos very quick. Now, logos today, a lot of websites to me look a lot boring, They all look the same. They all look, it's kind of a, don't want to read this or move on. A lot of websites look clunky. And some of the websites that look flashy overdo it. They overdo it. It's like, this is the loudest website. We must be selling the hottest thing on the market. Okay. Now, if you're a car website, you want to have that car flashing in front of their faces. You want to jump down their throats and say, I want to sell you this car and it's got the flashiest radio and the best CD player, the loudest speakers, it's got the best suspension in the whole world, because you want to get that car off the forecourt as quick as you can. I've just sold you that car, by the way. But, that's how it is. So with car websites, or if your website is a beauty website, and I see with beauty websites a lot of things flashing in your face. It's like the shelf, it's like the store has jumped into your living room and jumped in front of your eyes, into your face, down your throat, right? You are literally picking up the phone and you are dialing that number. You are on that, or you are clicking the buy now button. The book now, the buy now, and the book now. When it says shop now, okay, that magic little button, right? the stay-at-home mum, I'm going to give this example again. The stay-at-home mum, right? When that beauty store is flashing in her face, oh my word, she clicks the shop now. Whoa, she's got the products, baby. Woohoo! Right? And again, if you've got some, I don't know, some bloke who's into cars, he'll be buying that car. It'll be going off the forecourt the minute. In fact, as I'm saying this, if you've gone onto a car website and you're buying a car straight away, that's because, my friend, the website has sold it to you, the way it looks. And in fact, a lot of people are doing it. But, you know, it's a lot of things. Social media, right? And here's the thing that you should be doing. If you are marketing your own product, you should be doing it on social media first. Now, I know social media has a lot of bad things to say, but it's the way you use it. I mean, Facebook is great now. Facebook is fantastic, the way you can use it, because Facebook have made things so you don't have to be, when you log off your main Facebook overnight, you can log off. Say if you log off your main Facebook, you log off your main page, and then what you can do is the next day when you are your professional you and you've got your professional hat on, you don't have to log into your actual Facebook account. Well, you do have to log into your Facebook account, but you can go into the Pages app and you can use the Pages app, and I have done it. And you don't have to touch the actual Facebook until you're ready to share the product with your friends. That's when you have to log in. And Twitter, people use Twitter, and they get that out on Twitter. You know, Instagram. People use Instagram. And again, you know, I'm talking about social media, but you should be out there first on social media. Because I learned this on Tuesday in drama group. If you can't perform in front of your friends, you won't be able to perform in front of a full crowd. I'm going to say that about social media. Social media is you telling your friends, isn't it? Telling your friends what you can do. Because, in fact, with the internet, it's like pass the parcel. But they'll be doing it with their friends. So when you tell Joe Blogs down the road that you've got a cake sale around the corner, right? Then Joe Blogs will be telling Bill and Jill, right? And then Bill and Jill will be telling Don, and then Don will be telling, you know, I'm just picking names out random here, you know, and so basically, your cake sale could have about 2,000 people, right? Or even, you might not have 2,000 people, you'll have about 30 people at the cake sale, but you'll have more people online. You'll have, it's actual fact, I see it like this. You'll have about 30 people at the actual event, but if they've shared that event on social media, let's say you've got 30 people at your cake sale. Let's just say that there's 20 people there that take pictures of your cakes. They share that all over the world, right? You've then got thousands of people, maybe about 300 people, whatever. So you've added more people to your event just by what you've done. Okay, you may not get many people there, but if they share it on Facebook or wherever they do, then you've got more people there. And you're sharing it with the world. And I want to say something here, right? I just want to say something very quickly. There's an event I'm doing tonight, right? Now, when I started the event, 20 people there. And it's growing, next one, and the next one. And the thing is, right, I believe that with social media, it's growing and growing and growing. And when people say, oh, social media is rubbish, it doesn't do anything, that's because people use it the wrong way. Social media, right, a lot of people tend to use social media as two things. One, as a great big boring thing, like they'll write stuff like this. Or something like this. Or something like this. Right. This is the bad side to social media. This is the boring and the bad side, okay?
Chat options. Button. Switch camera. Button.
I'm just going to see if there's any more first.
Zero. Chat options. Button. Switch camera. Button. Switch camera.
I just want to say, don't worry if you've missed this, guys, because it is going to be, you'll be able to rewatch this. So that's what,
Low battery. Close. Button. YouTube. Finish. Button.
that's the bad side to social media, okay? The good side of social media.
Shut up. Switch camera. Button. Switch camera.
The good side to social media. Just going to lift you back onto the table again. The good side of social media is what I said before. It's about, you know, I mean, if you haven't, let's just say there's 2 cake sales, right? And let's just say there's 1 cake sale in Churchtown, which is literally around the corner from me, and there's a cake sale on in Hesketh Park, which is also around the corner from me. The cake sale in Hesketh Park, right? They have got their social media. They're on Facebook, they're on Twitter, Instagram, right? Now, they've got 40 people going to their cake sale, but they're doing really good because a lot of people seem to know about their cake sale. Whereas the cake sale in Churchtown have done absolutely nothing. They've not even gone social media. They've probably put a few adverts in and they're doing absolutely rubbish. They probably had about 15, 16 people at their cake sale. They might have put it on social media. I don't know. But the people in Hesketh Park, the cakes are going. The people are, you know, their cakes are going. Right? And the person, they've been asked to make more cakes. Right? I used the cake sale as a really good example because it's, you know, I mean, for instance, right, let's just say that, you know, now, obviously, I'm teaching you how to use social media, but I want to just talk about my thoughts on websites. I think a lot of websites are very boring. They're all the same. You know, if I go onto a really good website, it doesn't speak to me. And I am visually impaired, right? A lot of websites are very clunky. Why can't we scroll down so nicely with a lot of websites? The WordPress one seems to be the best, but it's the web developers don't seem to think from their side. Now I'm talking from I've got my big business hat on, so you know, if I'm having a go at any developers, I do apologise. I really do deeply apologise, and I want you to take away this from this video. If you are creating something, if you are designing something, okay, you want to be able to make it exciting, Okay, it may not be what you're designing, may not be exciting. You may be doing fertilizer for a garden centre. Okay, but right, if you are packaging, if you're making the packaging for it, okay, if you're designing the packaging, again, it won't be exciting, but you're going to make it exciting. You want to make it so the person who's going to go and buy this brand new fertilizer, you want to make it so they're pulling it off the shelves, right? And it's selling like hotcakes. And a lot of people these days go for what the packaging looks like. They do. Colourful packaging. And now, even for me as a visually impaired person, I love colourful packaging. It speaks to me, right? It's speaking. We've got to have this off the shelf, okay? If it's shiny, if it's colourful, right? Who here likes McDonald's? Right, just put it in the comment section, don't worry about it. But anyway, McDonald's. If you go to McDonald's, right, you will see in McDonald's, when you buy a Happy Meal, okay, when I use the Happy Meal analogy, right, that box, still today, right, when you go to McDonald's, when you buy a meal from McDonald's, their packaging has not changed design. Why? Because they want people to buy their meals. They're a business. They don't want people to be going off to KFC and Burger King and Pizza Hut. No. They want people to buy their product. And it's the same with Burger King. Burger King, in fact, even though they look a lot more flashier, McDonald's is still looking flashier. And you still have this argument. Let's take another brand. Let's take, who here plays Xbox? All right, Xbox, right? Did you know the Xbox, the console, they put the X on there because X meant X-rated. X-rated, okay? So that's why they put it on there, because X was a dirty letter. So they thought we'd put in the X on there, people would buy it. You know? This is an X-rated console, people must buy it. You know? And it didn't work, unfortunately. They even it worked. No, it did well. Where did it do? It did well in America, but it didn't do well in Japan. And Japan pushed the X-rated. So you could, I mean, in fact, this goes back to the olden times when people were forbidden to pick the potatoes because they thought, what's this bland vegetable? Why do we don't want to be bothering with this potato. Why should we go and pick it? And in the end, people were stealing something that was forbidden, but they made it forbidden so they could actually, sell it or whatever, get it, so they could get more people eating that food. They make it forbidden. When you make something, I'm not saying make it forbidden, but if you were to make a product and you were to use the letter X, or you was to use something, an X-rated product, something, I don't know. It then becomes to the point where people are grabbing it off the shelves. And several people are doing. I mean, if you make your product shiny and glossy, then yeah. And your website should be looking shiny and glossy. When we design websites, we look at different brandings. We look at British and American, Japanese branding. We look at different colours of branding. We look at what the logo is going to look like. Because when I go on something, I'll take one of my favourite people, War Games, right, as an example. Even just reading about them at the time was phenomenal. I don't seem to do anything. I don't seem to fish for any articles from them now because um, they uh, they gave us our first edition of Magic Silver Room. Um, well, they gave us the contents for it, but just their logo screamed to people. I think when you go somewhere, the big red letters at the time. In actual fact, I now know where the corner of Lord Street is because I just look out for the war game shop. you know, um, and it's brilliant because I still look at some of the geeky things in the window. But here's the thing, right? Your website, if you're opening a new website, it could be, right, you've got this amazing product. Now, there's two companies we're doing customers. Unfortunately, I can't tell you what we're doing, but we've spoke with the customers. We said, have you thought about this? Have you thought about these two brandings? Because if your logo isn't exciting, your customers aren't going to come to your website. Your customers aren't going to come and they're not going to be screaming for that product. Your customers aren't going to come and they're not going to go, this product needs to be here. You're not going to, this product needs to be in. We need to be buying this product now. And I want to leave the stream with this, right? I really need to leave the stream with something. I want you, have you got that piece of paper with the number 3 on, right? The one where I said you needed the laptop and the briefcase and the, I want you, this time, again, around the number 3, I want you to put a ring around the number 3, okay? And I want you to make a list of 3 things that would make your website look good. Okay? Or would make you, as a company, get people buying this product. It may be that you are it may be you might be selling a book. So you need to look at the 3 ways you're going to sell that book. It may be that you do social media, blogging, and then maybe you go on to advertising on, somewhere like GoDaddy or somewhere like that. Even do your YouTube, YouTube or something. But there you go. I've given you 4 ways that you can market for a book. And that's for a book. You may be doing that. You may be baking a cake. So the 3 ways: social media, blogging, YouTube. These are just things I'm giving you. You may be a musician. So 3 ways: blogging, YouTube, Bandcamp. In fact, I can give you a whole list. But I'm just going to hope that you out there, if whatever your product is, under the number 3, write what that product is. This is great therapy. If I get in the comment section, Stephen, we thought of 3 things. We're going to end the stream now with something that I'd follow on for next Friday, because
Low battery.
oh shit, because I'm going to keep these streams going.
Low battery. Low power mode. 10. Low battery. 10. Low power. Flow. Flow. Low power mode. Button. YouTube.
So I want to keep these streams going because A lot of people have asked for tutorials. You know, how do you do websites? How do you do mood boards? What mood am I in when I start work? What's my day like? All that sort of things. Oh, cybercams. I'm treating it like cybercams. I was going to do a slight hangout, but anyway. So, a lot of people that want to have their businesses, somebody's told me, I've got a spare bedroom, how do I start my business there? Okay. Well, have you got the 3 things I spoke about at the beginning of this video? Okay. Have you got those 3 things? 3 is a great number, and I can actually visualize it now. I can visualize it. I can visualize it in my head. I can visualize that number 3. It's a great number because it gives you limitations. 3 things. Because if you use another number, you then start getting things for your company that you don't need. You know, what is the first thing you need for your company? I'd say the first thing you need for your company is to register that company. But don't register until you've done the first 3 things. I want you now, right? Here's the last thing I want you guys to do, right? I want you to fold your paper into a triangle. Okay? I want you to fold the paper into a triangle, and I want you to use this piece of paper. I want on the other side of your triangle to write the mood. It may be you're frustrated, it may be you've not gotten anywhere, it may be you haven't thought of where to go. Right? And I want you to put this triangle somewhere you know where it is. Because you're going to look at this triangle every waking morning. It may be for some of those who are starting out, I would say if you're doing it in your home, put it on your fireplace. Well, not your fireplace, put it on, put it on your kitchen table, or put it somewhere you are going to see that piece of paper every morning. Okay? Because, right, it's you who is doing this. For those who have already got there and they want to kind of do something, if you're getting in your car, fold the triangle, put it on your dashboard. You're going to see this every waking day. Does this go for Uber drivers? Yes. Because, okay, Uber, I've had a lot of people asking me about Uber, strangely enough. Uber is a company that provides people with taxi services, but I believe Uber is going to go. But if you wanted to have like your own taxi company, you've got a taxi license, you've registered, as a taxi, you want to be a taxi driver, okay? First thing, right? Again, social media. You can get the jobs through the social media. In fact, there's a lot of taxi drivers doing that, the social media. Make sure you get that job through the social media. That's all I know. But I'm not a taxi driver, but I do know a few of these things and what I've been reading. So I've helped a lot of people today, not just through, but I'm gonna do a lot more sort of website coaching. So what I think people should do for websites. I just thought I would help people out because people have helped me out with this type of thing. And I'm probably going to be vlogging loads more. So yeah, if you want to join me on a mobile live stream, I'm going to be loads more. And I want to thank the YouTube creators community for putting the YouTube live right in the mobile app, because it's made it so easy. because for YouTube live stream, if you're doing it from your laptop or something, you need a key or something. You need a web stream key, and it's very, very fiddly. Whereas if I'm just doing a live stream, I just want to be able to click that live stream button. So I want to thank the YouTube creators for that. But I'm going to go.
Finish. Button. Finish. Are you sure that you want this speaker? Heading. Cancel. Cancel. Are you sure that you want? Cancel. Are you sure that? Are you sure that? Cancel.